Ờ, hôm nay mình sẽ ok. Hôm nay mình sẽ sửa recording 8.
It's chilling. I'm 18 years old. I live in Ho Chi Minh City and have just graduated from Nguyễn Hữu Huân High School. Now I'm studying graphic design at UTE. On January 20 in 2006, I was born into a hospital in the morning. My father was the first one to carry me. I was told that everyone had been happy at that time. I have a sister who is older than me 5 years old. When I was young, she and I usually create many games and had fun together. However, we sometimes worried because of contradiction. At that time, my family was not so well off as this time, but I never had fear of hunger or no clothes to wear. My childhood was still as full as the other children. When I was 5, I really liked drawing, stories, comics book, clothing. I dreamed of to become fashion designer or comic book author. Then when I grew up, my favorites hadn't changed at all. I still love drawing and creating, and I decided to follow the artist path.
Khoa was born in 2006 and now I was 18. There are 7 people in my family, but my uncle is living in Australia. I grew up normally as a lot of children. I study, I play, I must chef too. I was called by all my members in my family, but they always loved me and bring good things to me. The most important me that I choose UTE. I choose it for a long time and I decide to it. I am studying at UTE. It's so difficult, but I will try my best to become a good engineer in the future.
Phú. I was born in 21 February 2009. That time my parents with my sister lived in my grandparents' house. When I was 2, we moved to a new house and I had grown up in this house. I had a lot of memory when I was growing up. I had so much heart, so much character and very lots of funny, happy and sad time. When I was in grade 6, I wanted to be a pilot in future, but at the time my height was short and my parents didn't want me to be a pilot. So I decided to become a bread maker to help my family. Now I am studying learning lots of and to become the best person for my family. I want to be a teacher in the future.
The 20th century. I was the second child and my older brother.
Cái tình chiêu, mỗi cái tình chiêu đâu vậy? Second child nha, chừng nào có run nó mới là children. Child là số ít, còn children là số nhiều.
I was born in the last years of the 20th century. I was the second child and my older brother was 5 years old. At that time, my family were quite poor at that time. but my parents love their children very much, and they work very hard to take care of us. I was taught very well by my parents. During each semester, I received certificate of merit and a good student. By the time I turned 18, I was having a difficult time determining uh, determining which college was right for me. After much thinking, I chose school.
Đó là I chose nha. Lời ba á, lời hai chứ. Và quá khứ đơn, còn hiện tại là choose. I choose a school, còn đang ở quá khứ thì mình nói là I chose
And it
school.
was
Còn verb
right
nó là
beside
chosen, chosen.
until now. I love
Ở cái viết ôi trời vậy từ mình mới học được chữ mới từ để mình ghi cho mọi người coi nha. Ok, đây là V0 của nó. Ủa gì vậy? Chết rồi mẹ. Ok ok. Rồi, V0 của nó là chu. Rồi, đây là V0 của nó. Rồi mình sẽ qua V2. V2 là chose. Rồi, ok. V3. V3 của nó sẽ là chosen. Đây mọi người để anh lóc ghét cái. Nhưng mà đúng không? Rồi, nói ơi. Thấy không? Rồi, tiếp nha. Ở đâu ngoại?
learned what I loved, and after graduating, I was able to do the job I wanted. Currently, I feel I need to improve many things to be able to have a dream life and take care of myself and my family. I like to travel so much. In the future, I hope to go to more places and explore its beauty.
Ok nha. Để 5 phút đúng không? Rồi ok.
30 a.m. and my birthday was 30 April 2008 when I was 4 years old. It was the first time I have known about this world, my life and my family. I had a lot of dreams at that age. I want to be a hero, Spider-Man, and a lot of things that cannot be true. When I was 5, I had a young sister and she's so annoying. At that time, I had my all sticks. Anyone in my family worried about me. I cannot walk like normal. I cannot walk normally. I can only roll around. I cannot go anywhere. Just stay at home. That time I cry a lot. I'm so useless because I cannot do anything. Anyone in my family need to care for me, but anyone encouraged me and I passed it when I was 6 years old. That time I joined my primary school, but not good the time. I learned in that school just for 3 years. A lot of troubles appeared. My grandfather died, and I didn't know anything about death. I did not feel sad at that time, and it was bad. I didn't have a lot of memories with my grandfather, and at 9 years old, I was sent to my dad's family So I didn't have a lot of feelings with my parents. When I was 9 years old and 10 years old, my my parent and my young sister emigrated from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City and let me live with grandparents. When I complete my primary school, I went Ho Chi Minh City with my family, and did not that time it was more difficult to me because my mom thought that I didn't respect her because the time I didn't live with her, and I took time a lot to reconnect with my family. 40 years old, 14 years old, one trouble began to me. I had traffic accident, and that was the time I felt I was more mature. I lost my tooth, and I didn't attack and do anything. Just came down and waiting mom, and the guy hit me, have punished and lost money because drive too fast. So that the important thing in my in in my in my thing, and the path to be more mature. In high school, it was the time I felt myself almost complete. I thought about family, my money, and didn't and did not let my mother worry anymore. And I have a girlfriend. In my future, I want to be a businessman, and before that, I want to study at UEH University. My dream of being a celebrity, but famous as a rapper or gamer. So I think in future that will be my side job, and I want me and my girlfriend to get married.
Cái này mọi người sẽ vẽ mọi người coi sao mấy vậy. À,
I was born on December 24, close to
ê, mưa mọi người thông
My
cảm nha.
mother gave birth to me in a hospital in Ho Chi Minh City, and it was difficult delivery. I hear from my mother that it was a pound with a silver spoon in one mouth. At that time, everyone was worried that I would not have enough air to rest and die. However, the bus
Nè, Tree hay là cái gì á, hay là cái gì nè. But was successful. À, hiểu.
was successful, and my mother's also say that children born with a silver spoon in one's mouth are usually very lucky, but very stubborn. Since then, I have lived in a happy family and grown up with the care of my family. During all three levels of school, I achieved 10 out of 12 years as an excellent student. There were times when I missed my parents' heart, and sometimes I made them proud of me. In primary school, I was lucky to participate in a beautiful handwriting competition and won prize for all 3 years of school, grade 3, 4, and 5. Besides that, I also participated in the rowing club as well as some other small competitions at school. I think that's why my parents are so proud and believe in me. In middle school, I joined the literature competition team, but unfortunately, I failed. In high school, this is when I tried my best in my study. I didn't participate in any competition anymore, but I studied all day and night to get the best result. I think the most important decision I made was to apply to my current university. Now, I'm a third year student at Ho Chi Minh University of Banking. I am still trying every day, and in the future, I hope to have many good job opportunities for me.
À, chết rồi.
university. I felt very nervous and I woke up early.
Phải theo gì vậy?
First day of university. I felt very nervous and I woke up early because it was the first time that I stepped out of my safe area. I had to go to school by myself and it took me 50 minutes from my house to school.
Ôi chết rồi. Trong đó cái tiếng sấm đi chạy.
I came, I felt confused because I didn't know where to park my motorbike. But then a security guard came and showed me how to park in the right place. After parking, I walked around my school and I saw some students who were talking and learning together in the schoolyard. While I was walking, I was impressed by a lake in the center of my school. It was very beautiful and it connected this building and another one. Then I came into my class and I was very worried about I didn't know anyone. And I realized that the environment at university was different from high school. When I found a place to have a seat, I was too quiet and I tried not to do something that made noise. At that time, a girl next to me borrowed my pen to write something. At that time, I turned around to see her and I was attracted by her beautiful smile. Then I brought all my bravery to make friends. We introduced and shared feelings about the first day of university. One thing was similar that we had same name and hobby. Her name is Hun and she played volleyball like me. After that, a teacher came into class and I was impressed by his appearance because his style was so fashionable. In the first class of the first year, he just introduced and instructed students to set goals at the present and in the future at university. Everyone were listening to him attentively and carefully. In short, I promised to myself to become a good student and have a nice certification. Besides, I felt very happy because I met many friendly people and good teachers. It was a memorable day for me and it also marked a milestone that made me an adult.
My first day at school. On the day my mother woke me up at 6 a.m. Then I brush my teeth and have me and have breakfast. My mother prepared my bag and helped me put on my school uniform. My mother took me to school at 7 a.m. When I went to school, I cried because I
Mới sấm chết mất mạng hay gì vậy?
was scared and missed my mother. Most of the students were crying. Some were talking to each other. I walked into the classroom and swing a seat. My class started at 7:30. The first lesson was about introduction school rule. I cried the whole day because I missed home. At noon we ate rice with meat and soup. After that teacher showed us how to arrange the sleeping place. In the afternoon we got up at 2 p.m. and the teacher gave us our afternoon snack. The class and ate and at 4:30 my teacher led me to the gate and my mother picked me up on the first day. On first day at class, I left very happy when I got home and I was also very afraid of going to school. I just wanted to stay at home with my mother. The second day was the same as the first, but they was memorable even from my childhood. I crawled through the school right to get home, running not home because I was afraid that my mother could bet me. I hid in the tree near the house. After that, my teacher called my mother and she went to look for me and for me. Then my mother hit my leg very painfully and took me home. After that time, I were afraid to run away home and didn't cry when I went to school anymore.
I am a person with a passion for travel. I like and work toward the goal of reaching all parts of the world. Every year I will come up with travel plan for myself. My travel plan is to arrange the travel times properly, which will match my vacation times as well as my financial ability.
Này là financial nha, chữ này đọc sai nè. Này đọc tiếng Việt đâu, mình là ghi ra đây đi. Gọi là financial. Thấy chưa? Financial. Đấy vậy. Um, which match my vacation time as well as my financial ability at that time.
At that time, I plan to travel 3 times a year, once on the public holidays, April 30 and May once, one on the public holiday of September 2, and one with family on the Lunar New Year. People are often surprised because my family travels during thus but did either last time when everyone has enough free time to encounter and one of our feeling. I usually travel with husband. This first time reality to most of the famous tourist and destination in Vietnam. Next year, we will have travelers in foreign tourist destination. Traveling have me learn many things, get acquainted with other people in new lands. I extremely love talking with I extremely love taking photos to keep memories of beautiful scenery. Exposed to a new locality, a better culture, give me more perspective on life. Today I want to tell you my name is Ivy. I'm 15 years old. I live with my family in Ho Chi Minh City, and I'm so also a student. I study at Tân Trung High School. I like singing. I sing not very well too much, but I can sing K-pop music. My habit is listen to music when I feel stressed. It helps me relax myself. And I also listen in my free time. My family has 5 people: my mom, my grandma, my 2 sisters, and me. Uh, my mom is a nurse. She works at Hall Thủ Đức Hospital. We also play badminton in the weekend in my free time. My grandma is a chef. She cooks very well. I like phun bò Huế and make very good. I also have 2 sisters, younger sister. One is Vân and one is 15. She's 13 years old. She studied at Bình Thọ Secondary School. We also play game together. And one is Trúc. She is 10 years old. She studied at Lynn Heaven School. We also have quarrel because I always joke and make me angry. I think what happened as I become mature as a relationship, they help me realize my mistake and accord them that helped me to become perfect. And I'm very grateful to them, even though we no longer to talk. They are the people I'm most grateful.
Cậu còn luôn quên. Để mở lên.
When I grow up, I will go to the Demeter, Denmark to study there. Because my family live in there, and I will, Alma will also live and study there. After I will try return to Vietnam married. It's an interesting plan.
Cá 19 cá đây. Số 15 cá đây. Ra.
Today, I will tell you about my story. My name is Yuan, and I was born on September 30, 204 in Bacolod, a beautiful city with cold weather. People often call Bacolod a little Paris because of its charm. My family used to work on a coffee farm and raised me and my older brother with love and care. When I was young, I was quiet and cried a lot. However, thanks to my brother play with me, I didn't feel too lonely when our parents were away. Although my family wasn't rich, we were always happy because everyone got along well. When I started primary school, I moved to the town to study and live far from my parents. At first, my parents visited me every day, but by the time I reached middle school and high school, their visits became less frequent. As a result, I learned to be independent from a
Từ từ đây là tức là visit. Visit. Kéo lên visit. Hello.
young age. One of the most important decisions I made was choosing which university to attend. I had many options, but now I am completely satisfied with my choice. I am currently a third-year student major in business administration at Ho Chi Minh City University of Banking. Besides studying, I actively participate in extracurricular activity and work as a tutor teaching literature in my free time. In the future, I plan to improve my English skills so that I can have more job opportunity.
Đọc lại là visit decisions satisfied with joy. Rồi, ok, bye bye mọi người.